So welcome, Mallika Ghosh and Nisary. And as she would say, "Mwah, wow, wow, sexy." Um, so we've done a lot of Mom Sutra this morning, Self-Care Sutra. We've done Calm Sutra. And now it's time for some Artha Sutra. Um, Finance is very important. It's very fundamental for our lives, for its security. Some people are born from money, and some people make money. Some people earn money as a byproduct, and there are so many interpretations one can have depending on their context. Can you tell me your perspective and what it means to be empowered financially? You can go first. Yes. Yes.
After Kam Sutra, I think we have to talk about Money Sutra right
Money
now.
Sutra.
Uh, so usually, while it's money, like you said, we spend, we earn.
Ladies and a few gentlemen, please be quiet. It shows respect to the speakers here upon the stage. Thank you very much.
I guess after Kam Sutra, we are not calm right now.
No, it is hard. It is hard.
So let's talk about some Money Sutra. And it's like her money talks. Let money of all these women out here speak more. Like we women know everybody, when it comes to money, there is a perception like we are good spenders. Shopping and women is something we all relate to. But
Cliche.
yeah, but we know that our moms who used to save in that kitchen jars, they are best money managers in this world. And we spend, our relationship with money is very different. When you are down, spending, no, that boosts up our mood. We call it retail therapy. Then when we feel a lot of insecurity when it comes to money, like you say that what my neighbor is building a big house. Hey, my friend is earning a job which goes 60 lakhs per annum. Where am I? I'm not doing it. A lot of insecurities around money. A lot of happiness is around money because when we buy that good new car or a good dress which we want to buy, we feel very happy. So a lot of emotions are there connected with money. And in our relationships too, I would say that whether it is between husband and wife, where we want to check how much salary is earning, how much is he investing, shall we buy a house, what will I take care of my child's future? So all these things, our money revolves around a lot of emotions for us, for humans. And in relationships also, it can make and break relationships, I would say. And when it comes to men and women, men usually think in terms of numbers because they want to see how much their shares have been performing, how much money they made out of trading, where the capital market is heading to, and how much is that particular industry or that sector is performing. Whereas when it comes to women, it's all about a lot of emotional connect where we have with money, depending like the sense of security, our kids, our family, our parents. A lot of emotions are revolving around money. That's what I would say. Over to you, Mallika.
Speaking of moms, what moms were responsible for financially way back then, and how moms are responsible financially. And as you said, they also have an impact on relationships. How is the definition of mom within that context, and how you think families should deal with it, the good side and the bad side? If you can give me your perspective, as your perspective.
Can you repeat the question?
So money is a very powerful thing, right? It can break or make. And now with the new empowerment women have as mothers, it is a really new power. And with great power comes great responsibility. And in order to tame the power that comes with it, and to look at it positively and not let arrogance get the better of it, or let emotions get in the way. What is your point of view regarding moms and in the context of money and financial independence?
I mean, how many of you keep aside your own money? I mean, maybe we can call it black money, kaladan, I don't know. So quite a few of you. How many of you keep aside gold as investments? Yeah, okay. So how many of you take
Even better.
from your husband, take away gold from your husband, money. But how many of you are working now? Working and earning? I don't think I need to tell you guys anything. When I became pregnant, I unfortunately lost my mom right before I got married, and within a year, I met my husband, I got married, I got pregnant. And I was 7 months, I was in Bombay visiting her family home. And I had no idea because, I run an NGO and I run her NGO, which I took over after she passed away. And I had just gotten into it a year and I couldn't leave it. And I was pregnant 7 months and about to shit out a baby, as someone mentioned before. And I wasn't sure, do I give up work? Do I not give up work? What do I do? And I was flying back to Bangalore. I was in the airport. There was a mother. She had two older children with her. And she came and sat next to me. And she was like, "Oh, you're having a child." And I think I had verbal diarrhea. And I turned around and was like, "I'm having a child. I don't know what to do. Should I give up work? Should I not give up work?" And that mother, without a blink of an eye, looked at me and said, "Do not give up work. You have to be financially independent," you know? And I think that has stuck in my head. And I was like, what do? I don't have a mom. My mother-in-law is not the type to come stay. I'm certainly not leaving my newly born child with help at home. And she said, it doesn't matter. She said, first make that decision that you're not going to give up work, and then the answers will flow, And it did. We started a creche. The creche is still on. Mothers still bring their children to work, And I continued work. And what I've achieved in that work has been so amazing because what we do is we financially educate underprivileged women to become strong and to look after the children they want to look after and send them to affordable English medium schools. And so, I mean, all of you, and many of you do work, and many of you do have your own self, and your own passion that you can call yourself, because that's actually what money does and what work does. It gives you your name. It makes you Mallika, not Mallika the wife, not Mallika the daughter or the mother, but Mallika, you know? And I think that's really so important in life. And that's what empowerment does to you.
Yeah, and what about that's very well said. But what about the women who choose to stay at home? How can they find context with finance?
So we run a community for women called Her Money Talks. When we initially started, no, there's a lot of women who come forward and tell us, being in that victim mode, saying that, hey, I don't have financial independence. I need to do something of my own, but I'm not able to do. A lot of women go through this dilemma, especially after marriage, because it's a tradition in India like, okay, wherever my husband is located, I have to relocate. So I come from Kerala, where there are a lot of educated women, and most of the men are working abroad, especially they have this affinity towards Gulf countries, I would say. So when they marry somebody who is in UAE or in some other countries, immediately the educated women, they have to relocate to a different city. What happens is that they have a lot of aspirations, like I want to work, I want to earn my own, I have to be financially independent. But all these dreams shatters, like when you relocate to a new city and you have to find your ecosystem. But today we see a lot of women are doing something their own, like maybe sitting at home only you can work a lot. There are women who are successfully running cloud kitchen. There are women who, many of women know they turn their hobbies or their passion into business. So that way, there are a lot of forums today like this. We can interact, we can find like-minded people, we can brainstorm something with them, we can start our own hobby, which step by step we can grow in this digital world. I think the world of opportunities is so huge today, and there are no boundaries. But I could still see that it takes a little bit of time for women to come out of their shell, or we need that somebody who just back us, who just tell us, yes, let's do, or yes, you can do. And I really believe in that. Forums like this give that exposure to peers, networks, groups, where there is somebody to tell you, yes, why not? Why don't we do? And all. And that's what, because when suppose you take the decision that I give a break to my career, when your kids grow up, no, actually they don't need you. After 12, no, your kids, they will fly off. And that time only many women who are in their 40s or maybe nearing the 50s, they start feeling a kind of emptiness in their life because kids have flown away. They don't need you anymore. You feel that, okay, I have wasted my talent a lot. So we are coming across a lot of people like this, and that's where I really feel that forums like this we should make use of. Start doing something our own, start a small investment of your own, start earning and start investing so that you can feel that yes, I'm doing and I'm financially independent.
Very, very well said. How many here are stay-at-home moms? Anybody? Wear it with pride.
Stay-at-home
Stay-at-home moms,
moms.
wear it with pride, all right? And obviously the rest of you are working. Um, so for me, the issue with finances is people tend to be measured based on how much they earn, and this is a fact. And that also rubs off into us and how we interpret ourselves as women, especially when you're taking a break, and it has such a damaging effect on you because you can be made to feel less because you're not contributing. So there are many stories like that. And just as we discussed with sexual orientation or family structures or where you come from, there can be so many different kinds of environments where both parents are working and happy, then both parents, one decides to stay and they're still very happy. And then we have two powerful people in a marriage and they're still unhappy, right? So I think it all stems from how we interpret money and how we associate it with power as opposed to it just being an aid for you and your life. Any thoughts on that?
See, I think like as mothers, you need to find your passion, and when you find your passion, you don't. Now is not a time where 9 to 5 jobs are a thing anymore, right? You can do part-time work. You can, and all of you are much older. Like to become a mother, you're not young mothers, right? Like you've gone through work or you've gone through your education and then you've become a mother. So definitely you have that skill set. Uh, I don't. I work for an NGO. I don't earn anything, but I do have that monthly income that comes in from running an NGO. But it's nothing major. But what really defines me as a person is the passion I have for my work, right? And when I look at my friends and I look at my husband and my family, they look at me with respect. So I don't think money has anything to do with that. I think it's more important you find passion, you find something you're good at, and everyone is good at something, and you kind of drive your life towards that, and you will be happy. And trust me, you will earn that side money you need to buy whatever you want without asking your partner's permission, And I think that is the most important thing is I never want to ask my partner's permission for anything I want. I just want to have the freedom to be able to go there and get it myself. And I think that's what's
That's a
important
very
about
good
money.
answer. That's a very good answer. So when it's also about building healthy relationships, not only with your husband and your kids and the outside world and with yourself, but also with money. So how you define money and how you do not let it ride you, that defines
Can
a
I add
healthy
a
relationship.
point?
Yes, yes, go
Yeah.
for it.
We don't need to compare with others. The point which you rightly mentioned in the beginning that we tend to think that they are earning this much, so they are able to invest. I am not earning, or I am earning very little only, so I am not able to invest. There's no need of comparing. Let's look at ourselves. Even if it is a small thing, like even if it is 1,000 rupees a month, if we are keeping aside for one particular goal in our life, it can be business, it can be a foreign trip with your friends, or it can be investment for your upskilling. Whatever it is, when you do that, you are becoming financially independent because you are not depending on your family members to do that.
Other than, again, like how many of us compare? I'm sure there is a
We
lot of
tend
us.
to do
Yeah,
that,
we
in
tend to
fact.
do that because it's natural human tendency, but that is where the pain comes from. So what is supposed to be a good thing turns out very toxic. And how about the power struggles that come from it? Where you mentioned something interesting. I don't need your permission, and I'm going to do my own thing because I can do it. Can that work the other way as well? Breakdown, as opposed to make your relationship with your family as a mother tight. What about the other side of it? That stems from probably arrogance or not giving the second option a chance because you're stopping negotiation right there. I'm earning my own money and then I'm going to do my own thing. But what about negotiating, right? What about going to the other alternative where money is not the leverage for you to make that decision? You can make it. You've got the money, you've got the power, you can take that decision. But how about not making that your leverage and coming to another sense at another level so that we're all on the same page, not because I have more money or not because I can do it, but because this is the right thing to do. Any thoughts on that?
See, in a family, the money management or working towards the future is a teamwork. But today, a lot of women, if you compare it 20 years back, it will be like the women used to say that whatever she earns, she give it to her husband, and she tell that you please invest. Or even she don't give. Husbands will have access to our savings account or our salary accounts, and they manage the money in their own way. But today, we see a lot of women saying that his money is his money, my money is my money. Yeah,
True,
but
true.
his money is also my money. Okay, jokes apart.
Woman power, mom power.
Yeah.
And I think, like, see, if you're in a relationship with someone and it's long lasting, right? At some point, there'll be financial decisions that you guys will have to come together. And whether your partner's putting in more money or you're putting in more money, it doesn't matter. It's your
Yes.
family's money, right? Like at the end of the day, that money is going to come together. You're going to use it for your family, go and use it to build your family. You come back home and you cook with your collective money, and it's your right as women to be part of his money as well as your money. But definitely keep some of your money aside
Yeah.
for yourself, because men really don't understand women's needs as much as
True,
we hope they
true,
do.
true, true.
And it does cost to be a woman, So, but it is collective money, right? That family money. And if he's investing in money, sit with him, figure out what he's doing, understand what those investments are, how much are they going to earn, and not only understand, but have an opinion. It's your right to do that.
So you do a lot of NGO work and you educate women and you support them at achieving financial independence. How does her money talks help women? Like a very good case study that you can share with us.
Yeah, so when we started Harmony Talks, that was in 2019, our idea was to start a portal disseminating knowledge about finance for women. Because a lot of financial content over there, like Financial Express or Money Control, everything was consumed by men. And somehow we women tend to think that men are better money managers. So we started as a portal in 2019, but very soon we realized just because having a portal over there, women are not going to come and read up about finance because we already have a perception that money is something boring. It's full of jargons, and there's no interest in us actually to come up and
Yeah,
read.
it also happens from the lack of involvement because
Yes, so
anything you're
we
not involved with is
changed the
boring.
business model. We had to change the business model. We started with conducting small breakfast meetings in Bangalore, where we encouraged women to open up, like what are the challenges when it comes to money, and what are their aspirations, what are their thoughts. So the question, some of the things, the points came up as like, if I was not doing it actively right now, but if I start asking now, how will my husband think about it? Then there were challenges like my husband thinks that, okay, I don't know anything. So even if I come up with an idea, it is not it's not encouraged. So these kind of things, we started from there, from that point, we started taking educative sessions, telling women how to manage your finances, and we encourage women to participate in financial conversations in families. Like Mallika mentioned, it's a teamwork. When you do your finances or your financial planning together in families, actually it improves relationship. And at the same time, when you keep a little aside, a money aside for your needs, actually you don't need to be you don't need to be asking everyone for your that small needs which you have. And especially in Indian families, the sons can take care of the parents, but the daughters cannot. But you will be needing that kind of little bit of money where you want to support your parents without asking anyone. So it's good to have joint financial planning. At the same time, it's good to have something kept aside for yourself. So at Harmony Talks, we work a lot on educating women how to manage their finances in a no jargon, fun, interactive way. We have a community for women. It's a city-based community. So we are active communities on like money coffee clubs or something we call. It's in 8 cities, it is active. And we also have experts on the panel where we handhold women to start their small investments, or if they are looking for loans for their business, or any queries you have about money.
Personally, I think it's a wonderful time, 2025. We have experts in this room who are building bridges in gaps. They are helping women get back to work, and that is their main offering, right? And there are consultants who are consulting women on how to change careers, right? So we are having these new businesses, and like you said, everyone can do something. So you can actually create something that doesn't exist, and that is the best business model in the world that we're living in today. Not to replicate or do something that's popular, but to create something that doesn't exist. And I think that is what's fascinating about 2025, where we are. And like these women here as well, they are making use of what they have, and they're not creating anything new, or they're not like investing in a product, but you're investing in yourself. This is what I have to offer. And similar to what Lakshmi Shishadri did, this is what I have to offer, and this is what I have to give. And everyone can do something. And the very important thing is to not let money define your family, not let money define yourself. It is what it is, and it's a byproduct of what you're doing, and that's it. And I think that's when you can have a very healthy relationship with money, attached to it, but also learn to detach from it. Any thoughts?
Honestly, I've been working since I left college, and I work pretty hard, but I'm 44 now, and I'm feeling really overwhelmed with work. And my kids are older, and I want to spend time with them, and I want to be there for them. So I actually have a question for some of the women in the audience. Like, once you get to this stage of motherhood, and you feel like, okay, you gave up that being at home when they were really young, and now they're getting to an older stage where you feel like, I want to be with them, I want to hear about their girlfriends, and I want to be there for them during that time, and I'm not going to be there for these things if I'm working. Can I give up work? Is it okay to give up work? Is it okay not to be earning anymore? How do you guys feel? Keep working. Don't give up ever.
Want to say something? I'll give just one of you a turn. I think we have that time.
So I'm a working mother, and of course, I do work from home, and I'm a consultant. So I work just 2-3 hours a day, and I've really increased my value, and I literally charge huge. So to say, when I was working in the corporates doing 8 to 5 job, I used to be earning around say 4,000 per hour. Today I earn 30,000 per hour. So all I'm trying to say is increase your value, not the number of hours you have to invest. So when guests come home, I do have time for them. And when I'm with my son, I completely disconnect from everything. If he wants to come and tell me something, I'm there with him 100%. So when you're giving your 100% to everything you're doing, so when I sit for my 2 hours of work, I am there 100%. So you don't really have to get disconnect from anything, nor do you have to quit your job. Just give your 100% to each role that you're playing. Morning when my son wakes up between 5 to 6:30, till the time he goes to his school, gets to his school bus, I'm the mother. And the moment I get to my healing session at 7:30, I'm there 100%. And then back to my roles. So it's the way you work it out. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Smita, please.
Thank you so much.
So what Smita is saying is that we need to have limits and boundaries in our lives, and as with everything else, finance and how we dedicate our time to what we dedicate. And as Ushi said, don't take yourself seriously. Don't take your money seriously, right? You know. So I'm gonna call upon Shreya to thank our guests here. Any other question you have before we say bye to them? Can you please come forward?
We have a question for them. Like,
yeah,
what does money mean to them? For me, it is happiness
All
because
right.
anything
Anybody
you can buy
wants
with
to
money.
answer, what does money mean to you?
One word, what do you think?
Only one word. Yeah, the lady in red.
Empowerment? Freedom?
Money is myself. Money is
Energy?
power. Money
po-
can buy anything.
Yes.
Power. It's power, isn't it?
Self-confidence. Self-love.
Self-confidence?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
We'll finish with this and then we'll come back to your question. Yeah. Anybody else? Any word?
No, it's empowerment, it's energy, it's freedom.
One word.
I'm active on LinkedIn. We both are active on LinkedIn. I'm Nisary Mahesh and this is Mallika Ghosh. You can search us on Instagram also. I'm not
Yeah.
very active,
All
but
the
it's
information
there.
is up on Mom Power
Yes.
360
Or
on Instagram.
please do connect with Mom Power.
It's very easy to find all of these. They're not like secretly
She
guarded
teaches you how to
treasures.
invest your
We are
money.
very-
Please get in touch with her
Yeah.
if you want to know
We
that.
both are there.
Yeah.
It's passionate. It's
Right.
quite passionate for us. And yeah, money means a lot.
Yeah.
So one last question. How many of you are investing your own?
You're investing your own.
What about others? Can at least, like Ushi has mentioned, can we say that, raise our left hand and say that, yes, I will do? Can we hear that a little louder? Yes! Thank you so much.
A big round of applause
she
for
has
these
been
wise
standing close.
ladies. One more question.
So, what she was asking, whether we should leave the job when we are in middle age, right? When our kids are growing up, should we leave the job or not? That's a question which hit me very hard. I left my job at the peak of my career to have a baby, to be a mom, and I started back after a break of 13 years for my child at the age of 51. So that's it. Because what Abhishek was saying in his talk, he said, what is your bucket list? And we realized when we make our bucket list, when I was making my bucket list, it was, बाद में सब ये बोलेंगे तुम करती ही क्या थी सारी जिंदगी निकल गई at the end of the life we've given our life and we have done nothing for our own self. We have not done anything for ourselves, and nobody will value a woman who does nothing for her own self. So please don't ever give up your dreams. Don't ever give it up, because your own children will tell you, you didn't do anything. My friend's mom is so and so. I started working because my mom said, Mom, everybody's working all my friends' moms are working. You're a stay-at-home mom. Yes, I was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years, and it made me cry. Let me tell you, it made me cry every day because everybody was asking me the same question. What are you doing? घर में बैठ के करती क्या हो? कुछ नहीं आता. And it used to hit hard because I worked for 15 years. So, women today are not like our mothers, right? We all have worked very hard. We all are equally talented. We all have good brains. We all have everything in us. But we give up our dreams. And when we give up our dreams, it is frustrating. It is frustrating. It makes you cry every day when somebody says, you won't understand. You won't understand. You have stay-at-home mom. रहने दो तुमको नहीं समझ आएगा. So it hits you very hard. So please do not regret. Work, and nowadays there are enough opportunities. You can work from home, you can work part-time, you can do anything, but do not give up. So I just wanted to answer that.
Well, that was a very good answer. Just one thing though, comparison is a thief of joy. Do you agree? What we need to inculcate in our families is a sense of thankfulness, right? Whether you're working or not, what you do counts, and that starts from the nascent stages. So that is what I would like to share with all those who are going through such painful journeys. It's all about being thankful, and we need to start inculcating within our families to not only thank Papa for getting you whatever Papa's got you, but also Mama for cooking you a good, decent meal. It all starts with thankfulness. A big round of applause for Mallika Ghosh, please. And Nisary Mahesh, thank you so much for being here and sharing your wisdom with us. A big round of applause. Yes, yes. What's your question?
Mom Power 360, an empowering community for moms just like you and me.